is.
Okay.
12 o'clock it is.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. A first down for the offense. Back to pass, it's Jordan. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop right there.
Oh, my goodness.
Still short of the
Did
first
you
down.
put that hot dog there last night?
Yeah.
Or there's a hot dog on the door?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I thought it might have been from some other time.
That was the one I cooked it for the other day.
Okay,
And he
that's
gets
fine.
the first down, but
I
man,
could probably eat
did
that
he
for
get
two to see my
that
stomach.
weight on his noggin. Now on first and 10 from the
I forgot it was
27.
good.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Going to try to get it himself. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the counter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Snagged on the outside, it's Jordan. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on 3rd down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with the play.
Oh, gave the defender the business. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Handoff to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Rockets will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Oh, what a cut! Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. The give to the back.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to pass. It's Jordan. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, the ball squirts out. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll try it on the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that are trying to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it. That was a great call. First down.
The Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. And the Bulls will hustle to the line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime.
No, y'all stop.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Not even picking at each other. Oh, this stinky bone. Wish I could find another one. Y'all misplacing.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it.
Hey, I'm just gonna call you on my agenda to call today.
Breaks the huddle on.
How you doing? Yes. Are you in New Orleans? Well, it's Mother's Day. Hold on. Let me get my earbuds. Hold on. Let me get my earbuds.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough. You got 4th in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
Can you hear me? Okay, so I put my earbuds in. I'm in the kitchen cooking it.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Lets it fly. And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the
Zoe, she has cravings of what she wants. So I'm trying to do that. She wanted white meat.
They'll throw it on 1st down. The quick out. At the 45 on its way. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Now on 1st down for this offense.
I'm trying to cook me some ribs. Stop, Jersey. Get out of the kitchen. And so, and talk on the phone. You know I can't do multiple things. Like,
He lost it high and deep
never
on the left
could.
side. And it goes through his
I don't
hands.
do
Oh, he
grits
had
very
an
often.
explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I was just
2nd
talking
and 10
away.
here. Looking downfield, it's
Hold
Reed.
on. I was just
Moving
talking.
away from pressure.
I was talking to
He's going to run it.
myself.
They finally
Yeah.
get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
No, I didn't hear any of that. I couldn't hear
Fires
you.
downfield. Fires up forward. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense
Yeah,
tremendous
that's what I had.
position.
Because white beans couldn't even be made to be
I'm
moved
going
off
against
every
zones. I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an
That's
opening,
it.
or throw that ball,
That's
or
what
send
she
that ball in. I got to use touch.
She has always, my favorite
And you can tell the
is
quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Reggie.
He's going to let one
And
fly
growing
down.
up, we only
And it
ate
was
a
worked
certain
again,
kind
but
of
the
Reggie.
wrong pass is
We only ate chameleon.
Hey, good job by the
And-
defense. Defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
coming after him.
I had never.
This time he's got his man. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And a great job on the QB, finding the running back, getting him the football,
The
where he can do some
pinto
damage
beat,
after the catch, and most
And
importantly,
more
get the
Texans
first
beat
down.
pinto beat.
Quickly complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Bulls want to move quickly.
Oh, wow.
Back part of their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Red Kitty
You know,
beat.
they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They were losing it.
Right, right.
Back to throw, it's Jordan.
I love that.
Makes the grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show
Yeah,
for that
we
one.
do. We like
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it.
Yeah.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, I think that's how Pete level
There,
was.
3rd and long, and
Because she was a cafeteria
everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the
dietetics. When she was at Brandon, dietitian.
And with that, they break the
Right, but my mother, my mom, remember, my mom wasn't the cook at our house.
So they get the late field goal right before
No,
that.
she
Not much
ate,
time after
well,
this
some,
kickoff
yeah,
for an
I
answer.
guess, because she was very picky in what she ate. I mean, not picky in the fact that she
They
didn't
drag
eat
him down at the 20.
but it was
Gamble for the
always,
big return out of
we
the end
ate
zone
a
and give up
ton
a
of vegetables. We ate red
They'll have
beans
just enough time
on
to get one more
once,
snap
maybe
before
once
half.
a month, if that
They
often,
go to the ground.
but
They'll knock
we
him
didn't
down.
eat
Now
beans
they
like
got
that.
to
And my
halftime.
grandmother, my dad's mama, was a cafeteria manager. My grandfather taught in school, but my grandmother was a
And the
cafeteria
Bulls will kick it away to
And
start
I
the second half.
remember when I was a little girl, they used to be able to bring food back
He'll
home.
bring it out.
They didn't throw all the food away.
Didn't find any
You know?
crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped. At
Yeah,
the
instead of throwing it away. So I remember eating beans, but from school, my grandmother would.
We'll see what type
Keep
of
schools
adjustments
don't
they made
cook
at
like they
Hey,
used
and
to.
getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my
We
squad.
always had,
Third quarter.
we always had mustard greens, cabbage, carrots,
Get a nice
and
drive
my
going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come
And
on
we
out,
always-
stop, and change the complexity.
But you know what? The only thing,
Oh, what a
you know, we
grab
had
by the defense.
we had
Most
beef
defenses are off if you have one good
beef
coverage.
all the time. We occasionally had chicken.
Corners that can
We
play
had
at the same time
seafood
in
every
the package.
weekend.
If they feel
We
they can
had-
go mano a mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming good.
Running to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender
Well-
being a heat-seeking
Okay.
missile? He was
Okay.
on radar.
No, my dad had a boat. Remember I told you we go out to the
Down
boat
to
and
that
thing,
attention.
and he always.
Dances away from the heat. He'll get rid of it.
So yeah, so we.
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
My mom didn't cook anything.
Its lead.
I remember
And they got every
Oh,
she cooked on
What's
occasion.
up?
extend your lead. Now you
She
get your
did.
defense back on the field. Great
She
job
cooked during the
situation and building on that lead.
no, and she, you know, my grandmother and my older
And the
aunt
extra point will
on
take
her
everyone
side.
into this lead.
My grandmother would say
This
go to
offense prides
school,
itself on going
and my older
after
aunts
they did with
cooked,
that
and my aunt
pass to finish
and my
the
grandmother
two-way
were
drive.
great cooks. But my mom never liked to cook,
He'll bring it out.
and
It's-
so she never.
He'll be out of bounds at the 23
Well,
after
and when she got
in the
married,
end zone.
my grandmother and my dad's parents lived across the street.
Guys, let's
So
let Toledo
we
get
all
on
we
offense
ate at my
this time.
grandparents' house.
The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
So yeah,
Time left in this football.
she was not the cook.
Panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think
That's funny. That's what I'm about to have.
Pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went.
I got eggs boiled.
This game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Here comes the offense on first and 10.
I love Excel.
He'll keep it himself. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 30.
I get it at HEB.
Well, this is one of the
They
fastest
sell it.
quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
That's one thing my mom could make.
First thing you're looking at.
She would make egg salad.
First thing you understand is
She would make tuna.
I have to line up.
And she
see
would
the ball,
make
and the ball moves.
salad kind of things, like apple salad, raisin and carrot salad. She would do those things, green salad. My dad didn't take salad, because my mom couldn't do that. That's like,
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Wants to throw. It's Reed.
I like that, but,
He makes a catch.
well, my
And
kids,
he goes out of bounds. But
my kids
finally,
like
the passing
smooth, and
game
that's
gets
what their
some
nanny
going
thinks.
here as they try
And
to rally.
Cameron
This
now
offense
makes
hasn't found the
me
end
think.
zone yet. Starting to move. It's first and 10. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rocket. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around.
But
Drives like this is what's needed.
I don't,
Key unit on the field.
I don't cook mashed potatoes. Zoe on occasion,
And with the extra
Zoe
point,
likes
every
mashed
bit
potatoes,
counts as they get
but
closer.
they do, and
That
it's not
scoring
enough.
drive took only 6
Put the
plays.
skin on
And the
sometimes.
Capitals
I
came
like
on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll
But-
bring it out. It's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. The sledding has been
Roast
tough.
the red
Scores
plate.
have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as
You
physical.
know, at
This
my house
offensive
growing
coordinator,
up,
David, he's having to go deep into the
the
playbook
only
just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a
We-
ton
we
of
had our-
pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one
Potato
thing,
salad,
that
that was
get
it.
that one positive play, and then make
Oh,
those
see.
juices going, and
No, we-
something can start to build.
No.
Now the defense will try
For
to
potato
run
salad?
on third
Nope.
and short.
We have potato salad every Sunday. No matter what we had, my dad would get up, going to church, you know, they would get up like 6, I could smell stuff cooking. He'd get up because we go to Sunday school
Interception
when I,
number 3 on the day.
and so,
The sudden
but
change
every,
for turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the
that's how my grandmother did, because you don't do nothing on Sunday, but my dad would cook. We cook Sunday, they cook Sunday morning,
And in a
and,
low-scoring
he
game
cooks
like
Sunday.
this one, David, every
Yeah.
possession is magnified.
And you,
And I think
you
more
can
than
hear
anything
gospel
that just
music
gets
coming through the
frustrating,
kitchen
you
and
gotta put that
cooking.
behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play.
Yeah,
Fires toward the end
exactly.
zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's
3 o'clock
Second
service.
interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You want to try the other side of the field.
To the air, it's Jordan.
Yeah, but
Trying to get to it. Can't find his man as
Oh,
he
yeah.
took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
That's a gutsy call. And
Connection
I know the
between-
analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory,
So
and now
you
you're
have to
turning the
win.
football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one got around.
Headed to the end
Now.
zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around.
Right.
When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive
Now,
linemen
see,
out.
I
So late in the game, this
can
could pay off.
because
Good job getting the first down.
in Sunday
So
school,
the opportunity with a
and we
touchdown
have it in
here
our
to take
power
the
of living,
fourth-quarter lead.
but there's a section. But I remember as a kid in Sunday school, lesson, and it was the last part of the lesson, and it said lesson for
Put the
life
tight
today.
end in motion.
Lesson in life today.
Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Toledo!
Oh.
And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth.
Right.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ratch. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
He's going to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Right.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It leads you to do so many other things.
Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive and trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know on offense now you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. backfield, he'll lose a couple.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to...
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position, too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines.
I just burnt my grits.
Shots throw beyond
I was wondering what I was
the
smelling.
so I can stop that clock
And I
a
just
little
burnt
bit
my
and
grits.
possibly use my timeout.
Oh, my back.
No, I burnt my grits for real.
Going up top on first.
I was, and I was talking to you. I for real burnt it. For real.
And that is his 5th interception.
Yeah, they nice
Here
and
he is not
but I burnt all around the
And
you
then
know I.
close in on him after a good return.
Yeah, I will, but you
And that
know.
just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm,
Well,
not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page. And they work right there, and the quarterback throws an
I put
INT.
milk
And this one is not
in my
good.
yes. So
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever.
well, that's what
I
I.
bet you would have loved being able to just flip
That's
the
what I
ball.
bought.
That counts
What
as
happened
two
after
completion
you walked.
percentage, which is good. And
And-
then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only
Raw. I do that when I make grits.
It's so hard
When
to
I make
defend.
grits,
It's so hard to seal that edge, especially
shrimp
when it's
grits,
full speed.
I use cream. I use
Out
stock
of the gun, the running back
and
has it.
milk.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else.
Yes.
But there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Yes,
Quick
that's what I
timeout
do.
called by the defense, stopping the clock to
Yeah.
save as much time as
I know, I
Ordinarily on
really,
second and 10, you might
and
get past, but here,
I just wasn't paying attention to, so I have, it's like a pie crust, all on the side and the bottom. Everything in the middle is all right.
Got the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate
Well, I
throw.
generally do, and then I turn them off
on
and
third
just let
down,
them
he
sit
drops the
there.
throw.
Well, I didn't turn it off. I was talking
Now
to
with
you.
a great
It was on
opportunity,
low,
they pick up
but
the
it
first
wasn't
down.
off.
They got it at the 40.
So,
That's just two guys being on the same page.
Yeah.
Just dialed up
So,
they feel so confident in. They know their quarterback and receiver can
Yeah.
go out and execute
It's good.
in this juncture of the game. Winning,
I just want
needing that
to
third down,
know.
that was perfect.
The defense will use the timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left.
Great
No,
job by the
I
defense
love-
there. First off,
now I don't
getting
mind
pressure
taking grits.
initially.
I don't like other people to cook my grits because there's a certain way I like my
The
grits.
speed this defense has, they're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
I like thick but creamy grits. I don't like watery grits.
Just steamrolling his way through.
Oh, yes.
And in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
And you know,
The Rockets will snap it on 1st and 10.
oh, really?
They'll go to
And
the
I-
ground.
I don't do a lot of
A
high
solid
speed.
pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3
Really?
seconds.
Now I didn't grow up eating a lot of stuff
Operating
like
in the
that.
red zone here
Myra
on
ate
second down.
oatmeal. I ate grits.
Hand off from the shotgun. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
That is add the insult to injury. Running the
Isn't
football,
cream of
could have
wheat
taken
just
a
like
knee,
malto
ran the
meal?
clock out, but those stats count. Those stats matter.
Oh,
This is
really?
the coaches.
Okay. See, I don't eat all that.
Winning those individual 6-second battles.
I thought I
every
isn't
play,
it kind of brown?
Time after time after time, and that leads to a
Okay,
victory.
I thought it was like
I
the
love
same
when
thing,
teams
just
go
one
out and
thing.
play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't
Okay.
for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
Oh, see, I don't like sugar and no cereal, except oatmeal. Oh. Okay. Oh, see, right, and I've done that. When I got older, I would eat oatmeal because my kids, Cameron really liked it, and I fix it. But Zoe likes grits, and Cameron likes oatmeal. And PJ would eat either. So he would eat both. Whatever I had, he would eat. The only thing PJ didn't. He cooks. He cooks. He cooks food for Alyssa. Because, you know, when he was not working, he cooked for Alyssa every day. So he cooked food. But now
And the Rockets will put total weather to crank us up.
I don't know that. But he could always cook.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense set for a first down play.
Well, probably.
Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
This offensive line better figure out a plan with this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming. He's going to
I think.
You saw all of his ability on that last
But now that he's working, I don't know.
On the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Love the coverage on the
No, I don't know if Alyssa doesn't cook.
Quarterback's rolling out.
She probably cooks because she lived on her own.
It's hard on these defenders. They have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And let's also trust
because they don't go to the fast food
and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10.
You can go get
They keep attacking through the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
That's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered.
The center of these grits are real good.
Play on 3rd down.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And listen, I have no problem
Cooking on them.
consequences of that. You got to have your defense go bug out. So you start the game, try to be aggressive. Defense, you got to get my back now.
Offense getting set for 1st down.
It's a lot.
Here's the handoff.
But
And
this
he'll pick
year,
up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
this year coming
Yeah, the
up,
running back didn't
I'm
get much
just
here,
going to
but,
be
you
at
know,
one
Crew
school.
want to always establish the tempo,
Because
run
my
the football, be
caseload
consistent, make that defense
bigger
physically meet the
with
challenge.
the kids coming in.
And that one's incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd love to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to
Unless
his
it's
intended
really a
target.
four-day school.
Quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. They really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch to be able to make that play.
Rockets will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this. They got
That's the
2
first
in their
one.
pocket.
No.
They'll scoop it up on the move. Wide open, and it's a foot race.
Yeah.
They'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Houston.
And you got to get penetration right away on these punt blocks. They get penetration, get in the backfield, get right in the punter's lap, get their hands on it, and then guess what? Now it's a live football. They scoop it up. They take it all the way back to the house.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
So you had to pick it up at the post office?
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cameron. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Very well touchdown.
So it came USPS.
Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time.
Our mailbox?
To the air, it's Reed.
No, in our
Just
mailbox,
a short pass to the tight end.
they're big,
He might be known for run fits, but that was a
there are
short
big
and
boxes
heavy
at the
tackle
bottom,
on the
and
tight
then
end.
you can key in your
I'll tell you,
mailbox.
you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, making it an easy completion.
And you can
Oh,
forget
so it's
running in
like-
the middle against this defense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, blowing up, stuffing the run.
Then just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short.
So wait, you got to
Oregon
remove
wants to pass.
See, ours is
He
removed.
took a hit as he threw it,
At the end
couldn't
of the
deliver
game.
the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
3rd and
No
short,
matter
like that
what,
on one
this
side of
is
the field,
the
you're just looking
31st.
for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand
It
quickly,
used
but
to be
it's
on
kind
a
of
birthday
completely off
month,
there for the offense.
but now it's December 31st. I thought they had moved
This
everybody.
is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels
Well,
almost
Steve
in the end
used to
zone,
be
and you're
with-
going for it.
At the end of the
Makes the
month,
catch, he's
on
got
your
enough.
birthday month.
Really
But
needed to play
then
like
when
they
they
get out of
took
their own end,
over
they moved the
Texas,
chains and marked them to 29.
What is it,
That's a great
TBHS
example
or
of a
whatever
receiver
it
knowing
is,
exactly
TL
where the
R
1st down
now or
marker is.
whatever.
He got the depth
Then
he
they
needed to
moved
get, so
it.
once he was able to make the catch, he
And I
already
just
knew he had it.
assumed that
Now, a
until
fresh set of
he
defense.
From the shotgun, the inside
Which would
kid.
be crazy
Cross the
because
30 out to the
everybody's
33,
license
score on the
would
play.
be due at that
Nice run
last
there on
time of
1st
the
down.
month.
You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get
But it
out of
works
it.
out for me because that this
On
year,
2nd down, wants to
my
throw.
Ashes
Catch in the middle, it's Cooper.
are good.
And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st.
Well, you just got to do it. This summer, I have several CEUs because ASHA is you got to do them over a 3-year period.
And
So
the
I'm
Rockets are
30
on the move.
contact hours, and so that allows me.
Wants to
You
throw
know, I
for
have
1st down.
picked ones over the years.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Tackled there by the defense. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
There's a conference on June 9th
Quarterback checking off.
or July 10th, whatever. But I'll be able to pick up 12 during that. And there's another CU, so I'll
Dropping
be able
back,
to
it's
get them
Reed.
all. But I think
Throws
they
to the
just
tight
do it
end.
and not have to
Got
go
his man downfield. Just plowing down the field. Big gain on on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Breaks the tackle. They get him on the ground, a 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, looking again to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rockets.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And they add the extra point.
Yeah, it has been something that they need.
After that latest answer tied things up just outside to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Flowers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it, everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision making. You decided to go for it, we didn't get it. Defense, yes, he didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute some points on the board.
Looking downfield, it's Rourke. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Right.
The defense has
She's
the
coming for graduation of any
they are
kind.
pinning their
Or
ears
party
back,
for
getting
any
after the quarterback.
Well, I didn't know if you had any
They
relatives
have up front is
or
they
anyone
manage
that's
that
friendly
second.
or friends to
A little close, a little too close for comfort, but I tell you what, the quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots, when they're throwing
Oh,
the
she's
ball
coming
close
just
to their own end zone,
her
gotta
and
know
the
where
baby.
they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good
Oh,
job by the
gotcha.
quarterback.
Okay.
I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
He gets it away
Now,
from
what
his
is
own end zone.
exactly, where
He
she's
gets a
working?
block. And
Is she
they'll
still
bring
in
him
the
down to get
lab?
the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again.
You know, it's amazing to me. There's so much education in that child. That
Going to the running game. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Yep.
Looking to pass on second down. Finds his tight end. Runs through a tackle. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Quarterback will audible.
Okay.
They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Rockets come to the line in the hurry-up. On fourth down, looking to pass. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on.
This she would have had his down.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the
Right.
defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They're throwing for it on fourth down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. They'll pass on the field goal and take another shot at the end zone before the half.
That she had a PhD.
To the air on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Toledo.
And how about the aggressiveness? This coach says, I'm going for it. We're going to put 6 on the board, time ticking down. Maybe be a little bit more conservative. I love the way they put the hammer down. Now they have the lead going into the half. An extra point away from a 7-point lead.
Oh, exactly.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. The Cougars will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. That was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to...
It's a fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else would happen to them after that one. Yeah. They'll turn it over on down. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down.
They
You get
are
opportunities like that.
They are
to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of it.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
They have balls in the middle. Okay, I'm sorry, I was talking.
He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Toledo has
oh, my veterans benefits are being cut. Oh, my Social Security being cut. Guess what?
They move the tight end all over. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Right. They getting all the jobs because they black. Because
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Intercepted. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10.
they can't say nothing about it. Well, no, I know that they can't. She's educated. They don't like that.
He'll start this drive firing.
I wish they would let him go down like he was supposed to.
Takes it the other way.
Better keep
And
moving
he's
the
wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen.
Well, it's the same thing as the Obamas. He didn't like them
At that point, you can move
because
a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
and the black woman doesn't have any
Dominant wide
support
receiver, the ball as often
from
as
anyone.
possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And how about the big fella right in the middle of this 3-4 defense getting the pass rush? He just anchors down and just pushes the
so
interior of
stupid.
this offensive line right back into the lap of the quarterback.
And guys,
But
they
I'ma tell
really
you,
need to make something
so
happen on
many
this
times,
third and
it's
long.
a shame,
To the
but
air.
so
It's
many
Rourke.
black women
Throws for the tight end. And the pass hits. Picked off. And
They
they'll drag him down after a good
talk
return on the
bad
interception.
about
Well, that's the danger
their
about being in a third and long
children's
situation. You've got to push the football
potential.
downfield, and the defense is
Our girls.
expecting it. So they've got guys
I
in the
mean,
back end with
they-
their eyes on
they
the
don't have
QB.
one.
They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. Trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David,
That's
it puts
crazy.
the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately
And
have to
you
be
are
rotating
so
when you see
right.
that motion.
That's
So everybody's
how
got to communicate and kind of bump.
mother was.
That's why the offense is love to run it. Just
Especially
it makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the
It's
spot.
like she couldn't do that for no reason. And her
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump started.
Her mother wouldn't have. So then she treated her husband bad, and when he left, she was
From the
angry.
gun, wants to pass.
You know?
He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah.
Man, that's a
Exactly.
couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure
That's
you throw it to an
exactly
open
how
guy.
he
Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
He's stupid.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he will roll into the end zone.
you're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cooper. First down for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it.
My dear friend, I got
Good pick up on the ground there, give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Now on second down.
And tomorrow,
They'll run play action.
yeah, I gotta agree. What time is it?
Feeling some heat. And the pass falls incomplete, and we played 3.
Journey and Bella went.
Now facing
But
a third
Jersey
down as they come
has
back to the
those
line
that
after the
different.
break.
But she's only getting a bag. She's not getting because Zoe's dog and
Getting the
Henry's
field,
dog
it's Reed.
goes to this
Throws to the wideout.
and
Another incompletion
so
on third
Journey
down.
used to go
Just
to
don't
a
feel like the
groomer
quarterback's in a
here
rhythm so far. He's
downtown.
had accuracy
Yeah,
issues. That last
emancipation.
throw was underthrown.
But
We've seen
they
bad
closed
decisions.
and
Trying to
moved
force the
to
football in
Austin.
places it just shouldn't go, and that's
And
why
that was a
he's
couple
already
months
thrown
ago.
multiple
So
interceptions.
Journey
Quarterback
goes
reacting to what the
where
D is
Bella
showing.
used to bring. I mean, where the Kendrick bring his stuff on.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it.
Well, no,
Incomplete, and they
Terrible.
desperately needed to keep
because you know my
and
dog
they couldn't make
gets
the
sick.
connection.
There's a massive missed
And
opportunity failing on that fourth
she's
down, so
anxious.
they're
She
trading
doesn't
it
throw
as
up
less than
anymore
3 minutes to go here.
when she goes to the
Their
groomer
defense is
because
gotta be able to
it's
get the ball
not
back to
very
them for them to have
far.
any shot.
But
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. They'll
that's
probably
what you,
lead
and we
every
give her
second
that. That's
possible
what
on this clock before they snap
we
it.
give her something.
The give as they work on
This
that
is-
clock. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10.
Well, we don't have to give her anything because she doesn't throw up.
They'd love to pick up
But
this
she
third down and
gets
get
so
a fresh
anxious, the
start with first
whole
and
back
goal.
seat of the car is soaking wet. We had one, but something happened to it. It tore or broke or something, and I guess we're going to have to buy another one. But still,
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
because
Quite
Jersey
playing
gets
to get
so
the 6, but they'll have the first down.
she's
We
looking
reached
through
the
the
2
air,
in the morning, and this
scrolling,
offense will be
and
quite
she's just
content
shaking.
just to drain the rest of the time away.
For real.
The give. And how about that interior defense stuffing the
To New
run
Orleans.
for nothing?
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep.
Now Jersey don't do all that. She just
First
rules
down, they'll try it
everywhere.
again from the 2.
And oh. So we still take her to her current group,
Slams it ahead.
which is right off the Barker site. Yeah,
He's
it's
got
right
it
off the
down
Barker
at the
site.
1-yard line, right on the
You
doorstep
know
of
where
the
that
field.
HEB is?
Well, he gets tackled
Off
down
the
at the
Barker
1-yard
site.
line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying
It's
to
right
get it
behind the HEB.
Yeah, and I'm taking both
Starbucks,
these downs, and I'm
and it's
coming
in that
downhill.
shop.
I'm running the
That's true.
football, trying to get this in the end
So,
zone. I only got a yard to
yeah.
go. I
All
got to
right.
be physical.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And in that situation on the 1 yard line, the defense brings so many
call.
guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Oh, well, oh, sorry. I guess I dictated it. You got my sheets on your bed. Well, I put them on the railing. How do they not understand that the sheets by my bed, which are California Kings, go on a queen size bed? That don't make sense. And you go in the closet and I got your gray sheet, top sheet on my bed, and there's no fitted sheet.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time.
That's how it was last
Here,
time.
down 3
And
possessions
so,
late.
Now, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm
yeah,
just pinning
she
my ears
changed
back,
my
getting to the
bed,
quarterback. I know
but
it's a pass
she
every
didn't.
single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my
Come on, Zoe. You would have had
Well, we're
something
trying to
near
stay
your
alive in
room
this book.
that was
Also
right
trying to
by
play
my
for
room,
your next
on
game.
the
You've
stairs.
had some completions lately.
On top of the
Even though it
stairs.
looks like
Come
you're
on.
going to lose it, it's all about building on the good
But
things you
the
do this week
biggest
so that
thing,
you're out executing
the
on
biggest
offense.
kicker was they don't fit. My sheets must be tucked under
Quarterback checking the play.
5 feet under the bed because they're king size sheets.
Back to throw, it's Reed.
All right, bye.
He
I'm about
wants
to
a big
start.
play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the
That's
case.
my sheets, and they're very comfortable.
They didn't do
They're
it well.
Egyptian home
Now I'm starting to think about
cotton.
what could I have done.
They don't feel like a
Might need to
t-shirt,
become more offensive.
but they're good
Defensively,
cotton
what can I
sheets.
morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the
Good
next game.
Jesse.
Yeah, David, they just need
I
a
need
little
to bring her by
they need
two.
a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation.
I know, but I need to
There's no
leave
doubt
here
this
at
team
2.
has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure this doesn't
That's
happen.
fine. I was
So
starting
that's
to
going
cook,
to do it
but now
for Jesse Palmer.
I will
Molly
get
time.
everything
Reese
ready
Davis saying
to
so long. This
once
has
I
been
bring her
another
back.
presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Because I don't want to leave. The Kendrick, Zoe asked, well, see, I wanted to go while I was out. While she's there that hour, I was going to Kendrick Scott. I have to get Josie at the end. Okay. We'll see when we get there. All right. She asked if you got the list together. Okay. All right. So when you get here, when you get here, he'll have a list together. So the problem is, Zoe, I love you, but the problem is you, because you don't know what you want. Okay, chicken Alfredo. We got chicken here. All right.
No, it's Jack.
Well, let's have meatloaf. We can have meatloaf without a tomato sauce, Zoe. You can have meatloaf. It'll just be like meatballs. Chicken meatballs again. Okay. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. That girl really made me lose my cool. She was like, so she doesn't have meatloaf, but she said, the Kendra wanted meatloaf. I said, well, you can have meatballs. She was like, I want chicken meatballs again. So that's the meatballs And so that, and you can actually do meatloaf, because she wanted meatballs. You can do meatloaf with ground chicken, but just with no tomato sauce. No, she can't have barbecue sauce because it's got that tomato. But so you got a little bit of an issue on your hand right now. It is what it is. It'll be better once she's not pregnant. You don't think?
They say they go on like 6, 7, 8 more months on another.
Yeah, because that does. It does, but after that, I know you got some mayonnaise here. Did you throw my mayonnaise away? Did you throw my whole container of Duke's mayonnaise away?
A little one or a big one?
No, a big one. You threw my mayonnaise away? Mayonnaise it was covered and it wasn't magic, Kendrick.
It was a little hard on the top.
Well, but it was closed. To Kendrick, you threw my mayonnaise away. That $5 jar of mayonnaise you threw away. Oh. You threw my mayonnaise away. I know they don't have no more. Put mayonnaise on the list. I can't believe you threw my mayonnaise away. Oh man, I was looking forward to egg salad. Yes, that's why I got these. I need to put these and cover them because the minute Zoe come in here, she'll talk about the smell. I can't believe you threw my. Nah, I've been going for you, helping y'all. You threw my mayonnaise. Okay. If it's got a lid on it, it's probably good. Okay, I'm gonna take this and put it on this one. I just told my girlfriend, I said, we were talking about egg salad. I was like, that's what I'm making right now. Okay. So what else? She don't want no seafood because she don't smell. So she's on her way home. So I don't know what that. So think about some things that you like to eat. smell. Is your dad gonna be here tomorrow?
Yes, it's supposed to.
Is he in town?
I don't know.
Oh.
He's going to leave. He just went in.
Does he have family still in Louisiana? Does he have siblings?
No.
Oh, so he only had one sister?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They
Okay.
Yeah, needs to be
Okay. But y'all house is still in Winston. That's one thing about cheap beans. I have so many of the hulls that are off, and I don't like to cook them with all those, hulls on the, are in there with no beans.
chicken meatballs, stuffed potatoes, burritos, burritos, chicken, long eggs.
those, I need to cut up that sausage before she comes. And
So she won't see it.
no, she knows it's sausage, it's fine. But, so when I come back from bringing Jersey, I can start cooking. And I won't have to stop to cut up the sausage. That's what she wants. She wants sausage. She don't want nothing else. Dishwasher stinks. Did you run those dishes this morning?
And,
So, but, okay, put that on the list, please. They need to go to this, because that's. Okay, I got a mess. I'm glad you're here. Will you come pick I can't pick it up, it's spaghetti, because it got water in it, but I need to drain the water. Do you know where I don't know if it's even here anymore. Have you seen? It's a flat strainer you put on the top of the bowl. But that's the shell. So that can go down the dishwasher, down the garbage disposal. But I need to, what I can do is with why don't we do this? Why don't okay, what I'll do is take those out and put them in this one. No, that's what comes to the surface. That's when they soak. If they're not secure, they'll come up to the top. And I dug a little bit, but no, that's what, when you soak them, you get all that off of them, all those loose things. There's going to be some more. girl. Look. Please move. Huh? They are, she wants hot dogs. How much, when you order, when you get hot dog buns from H-E-B, how much are they? Those were $1.25 at the dollar store. So, now the keto buns, I know they're higher, but if y'all eat regular hot dog buns, that's what those were. Back up, Jersey. Quit licking my arm. Stop. I couldn't find the cutting board. Do you know where it's at? might be in the dishwasher. I just didn't think about it. Never mind. I'm gonna use the paper. I had taken that pan out, but that's, and I was gonna cut it on there, but that's PJ's baking pan. That's, and I didn't want to rebruise. So, it's fine. Cause that would have been.
Get out of the kitchen. You know you don't belong in the kitchen. Get out.
Shut up.
Get out. Thank you.
Say they in here, I wanna be in here too.
They don't belong in here.
No.
But they always know I know I'm putting my salad when you're ready.
Right. But the first one here was Journey. She slick. And then they do whatever she does and get away with it. I think the sausage packs from H-E-B, I like their H-E-B premium, but I think those are getting smaller. They have the same number of sausages, but I think the weight is less. I think at one point they were 32 ounces, now they're 28 ounces. So it looks the same, people get the same amount of sausage, just pack numbers, but there's not as much in each sausage. What? There.
But what?